Yeah, hello everyone. Day 52 here, Industrial Fabrication Company. Another good day today. Had the full crew, but Dan stayed helping out here welding. He's got the skills to do that. I do not. But yeah, made good progress. We now have 14 fully completed. As compared to 5 yesterday, and a couple, in progress, ready to. More than halfway done with the welding portion. Then we've got, I think it was 13 fit up, ready to go. So we've broken from the single phase flow a little bit, but that's more from an identification of the bottleneck in the system. So the amount of time it takes to weld is where that falls through a little bit. And kind of our difficulty in solving that is because of the material we're working with is very thin. Kind of the skill as a welder required kind of limits who can do that. But we are, we're working through it. I'm making good progress. Really happy with how things are going there. And shouldn't at some point tomorrow, I think we'll get more welding going. We'll be moving through. But towards the end of the day, we had a meeting kind of reviewing past projects. What can we learn and be better, both from what went well and what didn't. And one of the things that came up as we were talking about that, as well as what's happening today, is on our saw. Right now, there's about a 6 to 8 second delay in the time between you start the saw blade and when it gets moving. So when the fluid starts flowing. And I'll show a video of that here now. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the button to start. And you'll see a little bit of fluid comes out. And now we're having to wait. Now it goes. Yeah, so that's 10 seconds. Every time we have to adjust and make a cut on the saw, that we're having to wait just before we can start cutting. And with the number of cuts, like for this job in particular, I'm trying to think how many cuts we have. 145 different cuts that we have to make in order to cut all of the tube that we need to for this. And so that's 145 10 seconds, 1,045 seconds, or, approaching 30 minutes throughout the course of this job that we are going to just be sitting here waiting for the fluid to start. And when we were talking about it today, we had a really, really good idea of how can we just put a check valve in place so that, the fluid just flows. It can only flow in one direction. It can't backflow, and we don't have to worry about that, extra time for it to fill up. So we'll work on that and get that going, and that's going to save us time, and that's exactly the level of improvement that we're looking for. And I think is a good place to call it for today. So signing off for now.